Hi dear students, welcome to next session. So that is next method of index number, that is called it as Marshall and Edwards method. So under this method the index value is calculated, that is this Marshall and Edwards is gives the importance for Q1 Q0 plus Q1. So both that is base year quantity and the current year quantity is gives the importance. Therefore the formula has to develop P01 equals sigma P1 divided by sigma P0 with the addition of Q0 plus Q1 Q0 plus Q1 divided by Q0 plus Q1. Now ultimately the formula has to developed based on this, that is called it as P01 equals sigma P into Q0 plus sigma P into Q1 divided by sigma P0 into Q0 plus sigma P0 into Q1. So with multiplication of 100, this is the formula for under Marshall Edwards method. Now it is a case. So for 10 marks question, construct an index number under Marshall Edwards method. Marshall Edwards method. So commodity is given, commodity A, B, C, D is given, then P0, Q0, P1, Q1 directly is given. So P1, Q0, what is that? P0 and Q0, P1 and Q1 is directly is given in the question only. So that is a base year and current year. So based on that I have to calculate index number under the Marshall Edwards method. Now the solution for this, so that is as to take the table, you have to prepare the table for calculation of what is that commodity with the various current year price and base year and current year price. So this is the commodity A, B, C and D, 4 commodities are given. So P0, Q0, P1, Q1. So P0 is, so this is the P0 value 2, 5, 4 and 2. Q0 is 8, 10, 14, 19. So that is the Q0. Then P1 is 4, 6, 5, 2. Then Q1 is current year quantity is 6, 5, 10, 15. Now as to calculate this according to this P1 Q0, P1 Q1, P0 Q0 and P0 Q1. So based on that has to calculate, that is P1 Q0, one column, P0 Q0 second column, then P1 Q1 third column, fourth column P0 Q1. So P1 Q0, P0 Q0, P1 Q1, P0 Q1. So based on that has to calculate. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So P1 Q0, multiplication of these two, that is number 1. So 4 8s are 32, 10 6 are 60, then 15 5 of 14 5s are, that is 14 into 5, 50, 70, then 19 into 2, 38, then P0 Q0, this is the second one, P0 Q0. So 2 into 8, 16, 5 into 10, 50, 5 into 10, 50, 4 into 14, 56, 5 into 2 into 19, 38. Then after that the third one is P1 Q1, this is the third one. So 4 into 6, 24, 6 into 5, 30, 5 into 10, 50, 2 into 15, 30. Next last one is P0 Q1, this is the fourth one. So 2 into 6, 12, 5 into 5, 25, 4 into 10, 40, 2 into 15, 30. So summation has to take the total of these 4 columns, summations value. So that is summations value is 32 plus 60 plus 70 plus 38, that is what is that, first column 32 plus 60 plus 70 plus 38, that is 200, 200, 16 plus 50 plus 56 plus 38 is 160, 160, 24 plus 30 plus 50 plus 30, that is the total is 134. Then last column is 12 plus 25 plus 40 plus 30, that is 107. So, this is the summation value. Now, is under Marshall Edwards method, the formula is, so P naught 1 equals, P naught 1 equals, the formula is summation of P1 Q0 divided by summation of P0 Q0 plus summation of P1 Q1 divided by summation of P0 Q1, P0 Q1. So, index value equals summation of P1 Q0 plus summation of P1 Q1 divided by summation of P0 Q0 plus summation of P0 Q1 into 100, into 100. Now, summation of P1 Q0 is 200 divided by P0 Q0 160 plus summation of P1 Q1 is 134 plus divided by, that is 107 into 100. Now, 200 plus 130, 200 plus 134, 334 plus 160 plus 107, that is 267 into 100. Now, simplify this 334 divided by 267. So, that is so how much, 1.2509 into 100. So, that is so 125.09. So, this is the index value under the Marshall and Edwards method, So, just is calculation of Laspier's and Fisher index and Post's method, same thing, as to take the P1 Q0, P0 Q0, P1 Q1 and P0 Q1 calculations. Based on this, whatever the base year price and quantity and current year price and quantity is given, has to calculate this. So, that is the P1 Q0, multiplication of this 8 into 4, 32. So, 10 into 6, 60, 14 into 5, 70, 19 into 2, 38. Then P0 Q0, multiplication of these 2 into 8, 16, 5 into 10, 50, 4 into 14, 56, 2 into 19, 38. Then after that P1 Q1, so multiplication of these 2, 4 into 6, 24, so 6 into 5, 30, 5 into 10, 50, 2 into 15, 30. So, after that P0 Q1, that is the first column and fourth column. So, 2 into 6, 12, 5 into 5, 25, 4 into 10, 40, 2 into 15, 30. So, as to take the total of this, summation of P1 Q0 is 200, summation of P0 Q0 is 160, summation of P1 Q1 is 134, summation of P0 Q1 is 107. So, Edwards under Marshall method. So, Marshall's and Edwards method. So, index value equals P01 equals summation of P1 Q0 plus summation of P1 Q1 whole divided by summation of P0 Q0 plus summation of P0 Q1 into 100. So, P1 summation of P1 Q0 is 200 plus summation of P1 Q1 is 134 divided by P0 Q0 is 160 plus P0 Q1 is 107. So, into 100, 200 plus 134 is 334 divided by 160 plus 107, 267 into 100. So, simplify this 334 divided by 267, that is 1.2509, that is with multiplication of 100. Then, so 100 multiplied, that is 125.09. So, this is the index value. So, this is the index value under the Marshall method. It means under the Marshall's method, so base year it is equal to 100%. Now, it is increased to 125.09%, 09 price value. Now, it is increased is 25.09% of the price is increased from 2000, from the base year to current year. So, this is under the Marshall-Edwards method. So, this is very easiest method compared to the previous method. So, Fisher index, Laspers and Pasteur's method. So, this is very easy for calculation of Marshall index value. Just is multiplication or addition of these two, that is summation of P1 Q1 P1 P0 plus summation of P1 Q1 divided by summation of P0 Q0 plus summation of P0 Q1 with the multiplication of 100, will get the what is the index value. So, under the Marshall and Edwards. Now, in the next session we are going to discuss the second method, that is in the weighted index, two methods. One is what is that? Weighted aggregative method, and weighted average price relatives method. So, under this, so we learned various methods, weighted aggregative method, so Laspers method, Pasteur's method, Fisher index method, and also the Marshall's and Edwards method. We learned this. Now, the another method, that is called as weighted average price relatives method. Under this, only two methods are there. One is the arithmetic mean method and geometric mean method. So, in the theoretical class I explained what is the formula for this all the methods of index numbers. So, here the what is that, based on the arithmetic mean and based on the geometric mean, has to calculate the weighted average of price relatives method. So, this is weighted index number. Two methods, one is weighted aggregative method and weighted average price relatives method. Weighted aggregative method, we learned four methods, that is called as Laspers, Pasteur's method, Fisher index methods, and what is that, Marshall and Edwards method. Now, is in the next session we are going to discuss this arithmetic mean method and geometric mean methods.